how we're actually gonna get that awesome sleep, okay? So here's our good sleep ingredients, okay? This is just some really low-hanging fruit items that we could attack to really start to improve the quality of our sleep, okay? So, good sleep ingredients. We need a cold, dark cave. You guys are gonna have to move to a cold, dark cave as soon as possible. You have to find one in Oklahoma, get in that cold, dark cave. That's the only way to get some really awesome sleep, okay? Or you can just turn your bedroom into a really cold, dark cave. So dropping the temps down a bit, okay? Obviously still use a blanket if you feel comfortable, but the air temperature needs to be a little lower. We need it to be as dark as possible, so no blinking lights from a Wi-Fi modem. Obviously, we need the computer to be shut down, no phone facing up, maybe even turn the alarm clock away or don't even use an alarm clock, close the blinds, get some dark blackened out blinds, maybe even pop a sleep mask on, all right? Really go for it, block out everything, okay? But we need to try to give ourselves the least amount of distractions while we're actually in our sleep, okay? Second, start a sleep routine. How are you gonna signal your body every day that it's time to start going to sleep, okay? And if we do that at the same time every day, our body starts to build a natural cycle, okay? Which lets a lot of this good stuff go through a natural cycle as well, all right? If we're always going to sleep a little bit differently or have a Monday routine and a Saturday night routine, our body's always gonna be a little bit out of whack. We're not optimizing it. Okay, so that could be stretching, having a cup of tea, reading a book, watching a favorite TV show, as long as we put it out a little bit further away from when we actually need to be asleep. But a routine is always key. Guys, you gotta get rid of blue light, okay? So looking at your phone, right up until the moment you fall asleep, or falling asleep with the TV on, or working really late at night in bed, not ideal, okay? And I'll talk about some tech solutions here in a second, but we can kind of get rid of that blue light a little bit sooner, okay? But you want to get that out of your eyes because it signals to the brain to stay awake, okay? So if you're sensitive to caffeine, you won't know that until you take it out of your system for a few weeks, or for a couple weeks, I think. But we want to limit our caffeine intake afternoon, okay? So afternoon, let the caffeine kind of drop off. That includes pre-workout and stuff like that, okay? Because some of us take a lot longer to get that caffeine processed through the body, so it could be having an adverse effect on your sleep. Others can have some coffee right before bed and doesn't really change anything. They can still get a really awesome night of sleep. You won't know who you are until you get rid of it and kind of see how your body reacts, okay? Exercise, you guys are crushing it. I think we got that under control, but just keeping a regular exercise routine allows your body to kind of go through a normal cycle. Kind of gets you ready. Resets a lot of things. Now, key to getting some sleep also includes what we do upon waking, okay? So we're gonna wanna see some light. So this is a great time to kind of look at your phone. If you need to pop the TV on, you want to signal to the brain at a consistent time that it's time to wake up, okay? So if you wake up at the same time every morning, see some light first thing, kind of get out of that sleep state, tell your brain that it's time to wake up. Eat a solid breakfast with some protein, some fat, obviously some green stuff. All that will signal to the brain that we are now awake. So let's say, 12, 14 hours from that time that we're awake, my body's gonna it's gonna be moving through the cycle, and now I'll be able to fall asleep at a normal time too. If it takes me a long time for my brain to realize that I'm awake, let's say an hour, a couple hours until I'm fully on, well, I'm also pushing back when my body's gonna be signaling that it's time to go to sleep too. Okay, that's important. So make sure you see some light. First thing, eat a solid breakfast. So, for your points this week, okay, for 1 point, we're looking for 7 to 8 hours, okay? For 2 points, if you can get 8+ hours, congratulations, get extra point. That's awesome. I want you guys to think, there won't be points involved with this, but let's say you're a hard charger in the gym, okay, you're getting after it. Let's say we're a competitor, we're looking for some increase in performance, maybe I just want to get real strong, I want to get real fast. If we're doing multiple sessions or we're really getting some intense work done, you might consider adding another hour per intense workout, okay? We want to give our body a chance to get these levels reset so that we can really optimize our recovery, okay? Sleep is the biggest thing that we can change, okay, to really boost our performance. All right. So let's talk about some tech suggestions. So if you're one of those folks that likes to work a little later, okay, or we're spending some time on our phone, maybe you like to read on your phone, we want to be able to limit the blue light, get the blue light out of our eyes as soon as possible, especially as we're trying to head towards, an hour, a couple hours before we would like to be asleep, okay, as we're starting to head towards sleep. Flux is an awesome app that you can put on your desktop, your laptop. On the iPhone, it already has a setting where you can kind of start to limit the blue light and the screen will kind of turn orangish. You can do the exact same thing on your computer or your laptop, okay? So you can work a little later, get the blue light out of your eyes, and still keep your body moving towards that natural sleep state, okay? An alarm that I use on my phone is called Sleep Cycle. What it does is it wakes you up 10, 15, I haven't got it to this point, but sometimes 20 minutes before you'd actually like to be awake. So what it does is it records little snippets of you sleeping through the night. So it can tell when you're tossing and turning, it can tell when your breathing has changed, it can tell if you're snoring, and it over time learns your sleep cycle. So based on the sounds that it's kind of getting, it can tell where you are in the sleep cycle and when it's time for you to wake up. So if you're doing all this good stuff, all right, go to sleep at an optimal time away from when you would like to wake up. Ideally, you will wake up and it'll kind of play a quiet alarm in your optimal waking up time, okay? If you don't wake up, it'll play a little louder, and then it'll be the loudest when you need to wake up, but hopefully you kind of teach your body to start to wake up a little bit gentler and a little bit sooner, okay? If we do this, if we have our sleep under control, we shouldn't really have to wake up with an alarm clock at all, okay? So, finally, just some emergency tactics, okay? So if we do get into a little bit of a sleep debt, we have to pay that back as soon as possible. So if I get a bad night of sleep, I need to make it up as soon as possible. That is not where I just get 4 hours, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday I sleep 18 hours. That's not how we pay that back. It's not such an even currency, but having a bad night of sleep doesn't ruin everything. We can help ourselves out by getting a really awesome night of sleep, or maybe even throwing some naps in as soon as possible, okay? If you know there's probably gonna be a scenario that puts you in a bad or in a sleep deprived state, maybe we front load by getting a lot of really, really good sleep, maybe even a little bit more, but a lot of good sleep leading into that sleep deprived state. If I get 8 plus hours nights for consecutive nights of sleep, and then I have one bad night of sleep, the detrimental effects are limited to an extent, okay? Like I said, power naps are super awesome. Limit those to 30 minutes or less, okay? Just so we don't go too far and kind of throw off our whole cycle. It'll give you a little brain boost, a couple hours of some improved cognitive function. You definitely won't be able to get a deep sleep state, of course, so you won't get a huge benefit to all the hormones, but it could help you boost your brain, especially if we're in a little bit of a sleep debt. But the best case scenario is that we get our 7 to 8, maybe even an 8 plus. Guys, that's all I got.